Have you ever tried to exercise only 5 minutes every day but failed? Or read just one page a night and still couldn't stay consistent? Maybe you plan to post a 1-minute video daily to grow your community but quit after a week. You are definitely not a lazy person at all. You just didn't have a system. In this video, based on what I learned from Atomic Habits and actually used to build good habits over time and break bad ones, I'll share simple tips and practical strategies you can apply immediately. This is not just a simple summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is the implementation guide, the part that actually changes your life. By the way, my name is Milad. I'm a senior data engineer based in Finland. 5 years ago, I moved here and started from zero. I moved to a completely new country. I had to learn an entirely new language. I had absolutely no professional network at all. I also had no relevant local work experience. What I did have was a decision. I will improve 1% every day. There's a powerful idea in the book. If you get 1% better every day, you'll be 37 times better in a year. Small habits don't just add up, they compound. The first big lesson, focus on identity, not goals. Most people set outcome-based goals. I want a job. I want to lose weight. I want to grow on social media. But goals are temporary. Once you reach them, motivation disappears. Instead, shift to identity-based habits. Ask, who do I want to be in the end? When I decided to learn Python in school, I didn't say, I want to finish this course. I said, I want to become a data engineer. That identity changed everything. Every time I practiced for 20 minutes, I was casting a vote for that identity. I wasn't just coding, I was becoming the type of person who codes daily. Second principle, the habit loop: cue, craving, response, reward. Every habit follows this loop, so if you want to build a good habit, you have to design each step. Law 1, make it obvious. Environment design is more powerful than motivation. When I was learning Python, I didn't rely on willpower. I left my laptop open on the desk. I bookmarked the course page for easy daily access. If you want to read, put the book on your pillow. If you want to exercise, put your shoes near the door. Make the good habit the default option. You can also use habit stacking. After I drink my morning coffee, I will study for 10 minutes. Attach a new habit to an existing one. Law 2, make it attractive. We imitate the people around us. When I wanted to grow as a developer, I joined tech communities. I followed engineers on LinkedIn. I watched coding content instead of random entertainment. I intentionally made self-improvement feel more attractive and engaging. You can also use temptation bundling. For example, I will only watch my favorite show while I'm on the treadmill. Combine something you need to do with something you want to do. Law 3, make it easy. This is where most people fail. They try to do too much. There's a concept called the 2-minute rule. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. Read before bed becomes read just one short sentence before sleeping. Go to the gym becomes simply wear your gym clothes first. When I improved my CV, I didn't rewrite everything in one night. I improved one bullet point. I focused on improving just one single word. I improved just one small project description at a time. Then I went ahead and submitted an application. When I received a rejection response from the application, I improved one small thing in my application each time. Then I applied again for another opportunity. I applied more than 100 times. Each rejection wasn't failure, it was feedback. Tiny refinements over time created massive improvement. Repetition is more important than perfection. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Law 4, make it satisfying. What gets rewarded gets repeated. I consistently tracked all of my job applications carefully. I tracked my study hours. I use simple habit trackers. Even putting an X on a calendar creates psychological satisfaction. Make sure you do not break the consistency chain. Now let's talk about breaking bad habits. You should invert the laws to break bad habits. Make the bad habit completely invisible in your environment. If social media distracts you, delete the apps. Make sure you log out every single time you use it. You should intentionally increase the friction involved. Make the bad habits significantly more difficult to perform. When I needed deep focus, I left my phone in another room. One small barrier saved hours. You need to consciously reframe the way you think. Instead of saying, I have to study, say, I get to improve my future. Shift from obligation to opportunity. Another powerful idea, fall in love with boredom. Real long-term success is often repetitive and boring. Doing the same small action every day is not exciting. But mastery is hidden inside repetition. Learning Python wasn't exciting every day. Writing SQL queries wasn't glamorous. Improving my CV line by line wasn't motivating. But in reality, consistency always beats short bursts of intensity. 5 years later, I'm living in the country I dreamed about, working in a role I once thought was impossible for me. It was not because I had exceptional talent. It was not because I was simply lucky, but because of small repeated actions. And here's something even more important. Habits shape your confidence. Every small promise you keep to yourself builds self-trust. When you say, I will study 10 minutes, and you actually do it, you prove to yourself that you are reliable. That identity shift is powerful. Confidence is not built by big wins. It's built by small daily proofs. Also remember this, you don't need to feel motivated to act. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Some days you won't feel like coding, exercising, or creating content. Do it anyway, but make it small. Reduce the scope, but keep the streak alive. A 5-minute workout still counts. A 10-line script still counts. Showing up is the habit. Finally, understand that this is a continuous process. There is no finish line. You don't arrive at discipline. You need to practice discipline consistently every single day. Small habits don't add up, they compound. So you should make the decision to start today. Start with just 1 single minute of effort. Do just 1 simple push-up to begin with. Write just 1 small paragraph to get started. Submit just 1 job application to begin. Make just 1 small improvement each day. Master the system, and the results will take care of themselves.